welcome back to E-Times, and today I have with me a very special guest. Hi Bobby, welcome to E-Times.
Thanks, Sheena.
So Bobby, talking about your role, I could see that it looks like a very tough character. And I would want to know from you, like, did you draw references from a particular character that you have seen, or this was something that just came to you and you gave your bit to it?
See, whenever I play a character, I never take any references as such. I've been in this industry for 25 years
Correct.
now, so somewhere down the line, back of your mind, there are references and situations that stay on in your mind.
Absolutely.
So somewhere they help you while you perform. So there was no reference as such. Yes, me and Shankar, the director, we sat and discussed about the look as what he wanted, and I thought that was an interesting
Right.
look, what eventually turned out to be this. And so I just kept growing my beard and made it look very unkept. Dye वाई नहीं लगाया, सफेद रखे बाल. Yes, I had to color my hair white. And then obviously we did prosthetics. We
Right.
put a burnt mark here, had a bent nose, and I had a burnt mark on my hand. So all that went into the look of it, and it was really exciting for me because I was doing something like that for the first time. And also, I think it enhanced the character
Absolutely.
and brought that menace and that evil in that character. So I think that's how it became how it is now.
It does translate well on the screen, we must say that. But talking about, the part where you said that you had to color your hair gray and all of that, there was a time when you were, long hair and your name were very synonymous. And people used to follow you like crazy and, have those long hair. So do you miss that time?
I miss long hair. I mean, in fact, I've always loved long hair. Till date, I love long hair. But what happens is, with age, the quality of hair becomes bad. So you can't maintain the same kind of a hair style or anything. So, and also when you play different characters, you have to have short hair. You can't always
Correct.
have long hair because you get stuck with long hair.
Right.
But definitely, I miss that long hair. And now, when lockdown happened, I made both my sons grow their hair long. Both my boys had long hair till here. So I was really happy to see them with long hair.
So you could see yourself in them and you could enjoy that
and
part.
enjoy it.
But now, if there's a role that demands you to, get back to that sort of a look, would you do that?
I would definitely, but it will take me some time. So nowadays, there's a lot of different ways of
Yeah,
making your hair
of course.
long with hair extensions
Yeah.
and things like that. So if I do need to do something like that, I would definitely do it.
And also talking about, you just mentioned, and we all know that, it's been 25 plus years of you in the industry, and, so many ups and downs, and it's so difficult to stick around. If you could look back and tell us about that, and obviously tell something to the young actors also, who want to be young budding actors, about your lessons in these 25 years.
The thing with the film industry is it's always going to have ups and downs, no matter how big a star you are or not. And destiny plays a big role in it, but you can't live on just destiny or luck. I just think that everybody should work hard, be focused, and believe in yourself. Because there will be a day when things will fall in the right place and you will be happy doing what you want to do in life. But first, if you're still very young, finish your education, get educated, so that if it does not work out for you in the industry, at least you have something to fall back on.
But there's always this debate, which is obviously all over the internet, and you must be aware of it, which is nepotism. And you come from a very big film family, we know it. So if you had to give your sort of point of view on that, what would that be?
All I can say is that I was born in a house where God brought me into this world. I was born to my father and my mother. My father became a legend, a superstar. But before that, he also was an outsider. He came from out, worked hard, struggled for so many years. He didn't have money to buy food. He used to starve, but he didn't give up. So I was born in this industry, but even though I was born to my father, I still couldn't find work easily.
Okay.
So it's not like I would have found work easily just because my father was a superstar. And also it happens not in our industry itself. A doctor's son would always be, a father will make his son a doctor. A businessman will not give his business away to someone else.
Right.
So it is something which, I have kids, I will give my life for my kids. I will do whatever I can. So I think this nepotism and whatever is an old debate now. People have understood the reasons and why people, first of all, the topic came up, and eventually they're all agreeing to the fact that things are not easy even if you have everything given to you in a silver plate.
Platter, yeah,
Silver
of
platter.
course. Now talking about, your relationship with your dad as compared to your relationship with your kids. Like, what is it that, you have taken from your dad and you've passed it, ki, I will treat my kids like this because this is what I've learned from my dad.
See, what I learned from my dad was to be always down to earth, humble, and true to yourself. And that's something I've always taught my kids. Always be humble, be honest, and true to yourself, because that'll make you a better human being. And I live in a joint family, so for me, it was very important that my parents were always around to give them that influence.
Absolutely.
Plus, when I was growing up, my dad was always very busy and working, so he always couldn't find time to be with me. And when I became a father, I decided that I have to make time for my kids because it is very important to be connected with your kids, and I think that's what I try to do more, so.
Yeah, I think what you just mentioned about spending more time with your kids is something that, that's incredible and what you've followed. Now I want to play a quick game with you. It's about your lasts. So I'm going to ask you all your lasts, if you remember.
Last.
Yeah, all your lasts.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember your last vacation?
I just came back yesterday.
Okay, what was it and where
I was in Manali. Both my sisters, one lives in America, one lives in Delhi, and it was after many, many years. It was like a rare occasion that all the four siblings, my brother, together, holidaying in Manali.
Okay. Your last movie that you watched in the
And
theaters?
also my cousin sister came with me. She lives with us.
Okay. Do you remember the last movie that you watched in the theaters?
The last movie I watched in theater was Antim.
Okay, that's quite recent.
Yeah.
Okay. The last message on your phone that you have sent to someone?
The last message, today I haven't had the chance to send a message and I've forgotten what was the last message.
Okay, do you remember the last message you received?
The last message I received, I haven't looked at my phone.
Okay, well, that's a great thing because, we are so used to checking our phones every second, which is a good quality to learn from you to not check the phone so much also.
Yeah, I have a last missed call.
Okay. Yeah, that was another one.
Yeah, from my friend who lives in Dubai.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember, okay, that's the last missed call you already said. Do you remember the last post on social media that you...
Yes, I just put Sania's and Vikrant's post for my movie Love Hostel.
Okay. You handle your own social media accounts?
I try to, as much as I can.
Okay. Do you love social media? Like you're someone who wants to put everything out there and talk about your personal life to your fans and followers?
I would love to do that. I would love to be in touch with my fans, but I'm a little shy and I can't just keep putting everything and anything about myself. So I take my time, a little slow with all that.
Okay. Maybe your kids would be telling you to be more Instagram friendly and to put more #gram pictures.
My kids are very secretive about all this, but they definitely do tell me that you should put more pictures, put this hashtag. So I'm like, okay, why put this hashtag? How does that help? Or how does this help? So I really don't understand these hashtags so much.
Have you tried Reels?
I have.
Okay. Do you remember the last thing that you ate, or you obviously had something to drink? The last thing?
Yes.
Before this interview, of course.
I had water.
Okay, that was the easiest one to say. You're very smart. Okay. The last thing that you do before bed, like your night ritual?
Oh, my night ritual, I play solitaire on my iPad, hoping to fall asleep.
A lot of people scroll through social media to get sleep and then they sleep.
No. I just play solitaire.
Okay. The last song on your playlist, what would that be?
I don't really have a playlist anymore. I used to once upon a time. Now I just play apps and whatever song is playing for me.
Okay. The last web show that you binge watched?
The last web show that I binged on was Ye Kali Kali Aankhein.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you so much. This was lovely to play this fun game with you. Now, I want to ask you this last question before we wrap up, which is that, of course, this is a movie which is coming on OTT platforms. So, how much are you enjoying the OTT space? And as an actor, like, what's your sort of take on doing OTT roles vis-a-vis doing, roles for theatrical releases?
I think as for an actor, whatever the medium is where it's shown is not, you don't think about it because you're playing a character, you're acting in front of the camera, so you're not thinking about all those things. You're just enjoying the characters you get, and OTT is giving you such interesting characters to play that I think I'm enjoying that, and I hope that cinema in theaters will also be allowed to play around and make different kinds of subjects.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. This is wonderful chatting with you.
Thanks. Hi, this is Bobby Deol. Enjoy doing my interview with E-Times. Please like, share, and subscribe.